love these rides the way they are, too.
Well, we did some really nice things with the music. Tom touched on that, too. But we, again, had to go back to the original Small World and make sure that these new tunes that were integrated in worked well with the original songs and score that was recorded back in the 60s, which I don't know how into this all of you are, but a few years back they found the stem tracks from the original recording session, which were far, far cleaner than what was playing in the ride. And we had to take the ride tracks out and go with the Paris tracks for a few years because they were just not acceptable in the Dolby digital world that we live in. And then Glenn Barker found those original, stems, and we were able to go back in and remix all of Walt's original tracks, the Sherman Brothers original songs. So when you ride through the ride today, you're hearing the exact original recordings, but in a much cleaner way than even Walt Disney heard it originally.
And the little soundtracks for each little vignette are so subtle that a lot of people have to ride through a couple times before they actually hear them, because Glenn Barker and his group did such a beautiful job of just weaving it right into the Small World song. So you just hear a few notes, in this case, a Golden Afternoon, right as you pass by her.
Now, let's see, you have to write it a whole lot of times to hear these things. Now, that's a really bad thing to have done. Okay. Now, I'm a fan of Comic-Con, and what's really neat about D23, I think we won up Comic-Con here to over the last year. Van Eaton Galleries always exhibits at Comic-Con, and they're here with us today at D23. And I'm walking along, looking at all the cool stuff, and right when we were in the thick of this, and worried to death that we were doing the right thing, Mike had this piece for sale down there, which is Mary's Concept of America for Disneyland, done probably back in 1963. And I about died. I just went, oh my gosh, this was intended to be in that ride originally. And we always wondered, why was there a little cowboy and cowgirl at the end? And in the finale, in the white outfits. And now we know this was Mary Blair's original concept of what she thought they would do. And I know this because we've all built these things where there's not enough room. Don't you like the ending of our Snow White ride? Anyway, so obviously it's refreshing to know that in those days they had this similar problem, and so they were not able to do America. And so Kim and I thought, what are we, should we go for it? And this was really kind of the thing that threw us over and said Mary would have wanted it, we know that. So we were able to create a new scene in there. And as much as everyone was really, really worried about saving the rainforest, we were able to put it back kind of where it belongs in the South Pacific. Walt had it in South America, but we put it in the South Pacific. And having gone to Australia, they do have a rainforest. So I found that out. It was beautiful. So we end the ride again with an homage to Tom and what he did in Paris. A little bit, we didn't have as big a room, still running out of room, but we did get, the Southwest and the prayer, we call it the breadbasket of America, and then leading into the good old Hollywood Bowl. Kim, go back to the starting slide with your little book.
Absolutely. This scene is taken right from that book, I Can Fly. She has a little barn that looks just like that, little hills in the background with the big apple trees painted on it and such. So this was definitely inspired from that book.
Now, this is your...
Well, that was little Joyce Carlson.
It won't. It goes on to this.
That was Joyce Carlson
that
had painted and designed a lot of the little Small World toy dolls that hang from the balloons or on the buildings. And she did, as one of her last ones, a little homage to Mary Blair by making a doll that looks just like Mary, and that's what she was working on there with the little glasses and the blonde hair. Oh God, it was so cute. And this is the doll that is in...
So how many of you like to find hidden Mickeys?
Yeah.
One of the things, now this is going to be a very expensive game here. We want you to go all around the world and visit all the small worlds and try to find Mary Blair hidden in
each
attractions.
I'm not sure which one. Is this Paris?
This is the Hong Kong
Hong
version.
Kong.
Yeah.
So she's in every small world. Making an appearance.
With her go-go dress.